Alright, more on the Jaguar Mark II. This is just a very short video with the various components that fit onto the oil filter housing assembly. Now, we have here the main hose, and that is part number C19670. Onto it, we put this little washer, and that washer number is 9662. So we get that on. And then we have this little assembly here, which goes in first, and then the spring goes over it, and then that screws into the housing. Next we have to put together this little beastie here, which is the main filter housing. Obviously we have the bolt, and then we have the washer, which is 6158. You slip that on first. That gives you your seal. Slide it in here. Drop in the spring. Now do make note, this has got a piece that sticks up. That should be at the bottom. We want this kind of flattish side to go in here, because the washer then has to go in. But the idea is not to drop it. Let's try that again, shall we, Gary? Okay, we got the washer inside. Then we got a felt washer that you need to get in there. Get in there. And then the oil filter plate, which then goes in there. And what I tend to do is I use the filter to just push it all the way down. Then we have this little clip here. Oh, sorry, the felt washer, that is 6161, and this clip is 9674. And that really goes over the bolt, and it's not easy to do, I'll tell you that now. And you want to get it down as far as you can, but it doesn't matter too much. Why, you may say, doesn't it matter? Wow. I tell you what, it's a pig to get on there. It hurts your fingers. The reason it doesn't matter is once you screw in this bolt into the housing, it'll push this clip down and just push it out of the way. So that's all I'm trying to do at the moment, is get it on there. All right, I've got it on, and I'm not going to worry too much about it. Just screw it down a little bit so that it's on there. Then next, obviously, the filter goes in, and once the filter's pushed in, you can see the clip doesn't interfere with it. Now that is all nicely sprung loaded, and then the final piece would be this seal. Do make sure you place that seal in properly, and do just wipe a smear of oil on the seal. It just helps it prevent from sticking, and also helps the sealing, believe it or not. And then if you're just doing a filter change, do make sure you dig the old one out with a spike, because if you put two of these in, you're going to be in doo-doo. Okay, that's it. It really was a very short video. This I will now screw into the housing, and in fact I think I'll show you that as well. Show you this going into the housing, and then show you me connecting this up. So hang on there. Right, so here we are. We'll just adjust that a little bit, and this now goes up into here, and with a great deal of difficulty you screw this. Yeah, screw it. Okay, there we go. Now the next impossible task, and I will probably change the way I'm going to do it, will be to get the piece of pipe on here. Now this is a 15/16 for this, and also it should be noted that up the top here is also 15/16. I guess it was a size they liked. Now you'll see I've powder coated these, but they will probably get damaged. Well, the powder coat will probably get damaged. when using this wrench on it. But I'm afraid that is something that can't be avoided, so what I would probably do is once it's on and it's good and tight, I will then just get some black paint and just touch up where the chips are. Well, that one seemed to survive quite well. Alright, now, removing this plug, I've got to get the hose on there. It might be possible to push it all the way on here and then push it back up there. We will have to see. Let's go get it and try it. First we'll try it dry. Actually, no. Don't go away. We're going to give this a quick blast with some WD-40. You can clean that off afterwards. So what I shall try and do now, don't know if this is going to work, is can I get it on there? Well, you may be able to get it on there, Gary, but can you get it on far enough? Whew. Let me see. Yes, it is possible to get it on. Now, we've got the clips. And which way around do we want them? We want them up there or down there? I think down is the way we're going to go. So, now the next trick, get that one up there and slide it on down. Same with this one. Get it up there, slide it on down. Now, pull this pipe. Oh, this is so easily said, not so easily done. Oh. I'm going to have to get something to, I think, oh no, maybe, well, there you go. All right, kids. So, as you can see, I got that on there. And in case you're wondering, this is not just normal pipe, this is oil resistant pipe. It's actually a transmission line. I'm sorry I don't know what size it is, something I forgot to make note of. However, that's what it is, and as you saw, it is possible to get it on there with those two items in place using a liberal amount of WD-40, which isn't going to do any harm. Just puts a bit of mess on here which I can clean off. So now it's screwdriver time. Tighten those babies up. Then next, get the seal in here and get the filter on. We'll be back. Right, it's time to put the oil seal in. Now they provide you with two, a really thick one and a thinner one. On my vehicle, the thinner one is the one that is required. To make it easier, I loosened this so that I could unscrew it. Get it out of the way. And then get my seal. And hopefully just pop it in there. Just like that. Then, obviously you have to put this back in, because it's kind of important. And very helpfully, it has a fucking great hole in it that you put a bar in and pinch it up. Now, you need to get your oil filter and housing, which I should have had nearby, but I didn't! Alright. Now, one thing I did forget was, I hope you can still hear me over there while I'm wandering around looking for my oil. There we go. Alright. Now what I have done is, oh, hang on. Don't go away, guys. Keep looking at that thing. Make sure it doesn't move. You need to get a winch. Correct size winch at that. Got it. So, now we can put the oil filter on. Ooh, this might be a bit right in your face. Sorry, guys. Wow, this is going to be fun to put on, isn't it? You've got to push that up and tighten your nuts. Okay, there she goes. Okay, let me back you out of it here for a moment. Sorry, you just had to grab my hand there. Right, so pulling this up, and then you can start to spin up the bolt. Now you do want to make sure, of course, that you get this correctly located. Also making sure that that seal don't come out, because otherwise you're going to have a mess. Ooh, that's a long ass bolt. Now, I know you can get the adapters for these, but I kind of like the old style. Maybe that's me just being weird. Right, now the nut on the bottom of the thingy is a 5/8. This here, 5/8. And all you gotta do is do it up. Making sure you're keeping it on that seal. Right, and there it is. Alright, all done. Okay, I think that's it. I've done these screws up. This is all done tight. That's tight. These are all done. Noting that on this one is where your throttle return spring goes. Alright, I think that's it for this little video. As I said, very short one. Not quite sure what's next. I'm sure I'll think of something. Maybe I'll put the distributor in. That would be fun.